Hail here, OS Reviews. You're watching our hands-on review of the Aluratek wireless speaker tablet stand. This is a pretty low-cost gadget that sells for just 20 bucks, but it folds up and it can pop up a phone or a tablet so that you can watch videos and movies without having to hold it in your hands, but more importantly, it has stereo 5-watt speakers that can pack a larger punch in terms of the sound. So taking a look at the packaging, it's pretty simple. This is kind of the various modes that it's able to fold in to hold your device. And on the back here, just some very basic specs, including the fact that it has a rechargeable battery that should last for up to 12 hours of continuous playback, which is actually quite good. And if you don't have Bluetooth, you can also use a auxiliary 3.5mm cable to plug it in, and it still works as kind of a wired speaker as well. So inside the packaging, we have just the kind of stand/speaker itself. We have a micro USB cable, which is used for charging, in addition to the auxiliary cable for using wired connection. There's also a quick start guide that quickly goes through how to charge and access the various features. Now the stand is made entirely out of plastic, so it's quite lightweight. It definitely doesn't feel like the most premium thing in the world, but then again, it is very low cost. On the back, there's abundance of rubber feet that prevents it from sliding around on the surface. Very important because it's going to be holding the weight of the tablet on there as well. Now we have just these speakers on the very bottom edges here, and how you open it is like this. So you first flip open the main arm, and then you're able to kind of extend these two arms outwards, which can hold the bottom of the tablet into place using the soft touch rubber mat with a little bit of a ridge. And you're also able to have the tablet rest back by kind of pushing this part backwards. Now, all the controls are on the right-hand edge, and we have access to a dedicated power switch. There's a LED light that will flash when it's in the Bluetooth pairing mode, auxiliary port, and micro USB for charging, and that's it. One other slight con is that the arm here, which is just made out of kind of this bendable plastic, sometimes, after using it for longer periods of time, won't want to kind of align itself or stick all the way closed anymore. So maybe if they put a magnet in here just to attach things a bit more firmly, that will be a little bit better. Popped a tablet on here and I'm connected to Bluetooth. I don't really like how it's just simply called Bluetooth as the name. I wish that it was titled something like Aluratek. That's a very generic title. And let's play a quick audio sample.
Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
And now comparing the track by turning Bluetooth off and just listening to the speakers of the tablet to hear kind of the difference. Same again, volume, loudness. The Aluratek, they definitely get a lot louder. They're also more bass heavy, just simply because the larger drivers in conjunction with the fact that they're pointing directly at you. So they definitely will, be an upgrade compared to most tablets on the market, as well as, of course, smartphones, where you'll probably see a bigger improvement since some tablets already have some decent speakers, I'd say. So again, audio quality does sound quite good. Even if you're playing and pausing the sound here, you can hear that there's no static or distortion in between the track, which is actually quite rare for most wireless speakers. You're bound to hear a little bit of noise, but on these, they're quite silent. Now, the only slight con may be that there's a little bit of an audio mismatch with the latency, so if you're playing back an action sequence, the video might be maybe a split second ahead compared to the sound, which again is very natural for wireless speakers and wireless headphones, considering that these aren't the most expensive things in the world. Here's something like an Apple iPad, which has a 9.7-inch display. You can see that it's still holding the weight quite well. This is a lot heavier than this 8-inch Huawei tablet because it's larger in terms of overall dimensions, but the stand is remaining very much stiff and it doesn't move or flop around as you're interacting with the touchscreen, as you can see here. So that's the Aluratek wireless speaker tablet stand. Even though it's not the best speaker in the world, I would say that this overall combination, which makes it quite useful for tablets where you're watching a lot of videos and streaming a lot of music, but you don't really want to hold it with your hands, this is actually something that's pretty cool to consider. The price, I think, is really fair for what they're asking, and the sound quality is also a little better than expected. So you can check out more details about this if you need a stand, which also integrates pretty good Bluetooth speakers, in the description below. For now, that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews.